launches her podcast by taking an immediate shot, in my view, at Caitlin Clark and her fans.
They have sent it to my family members. My family members are like, uncles are sending it to me like,
no.
Are you naked on Instagram?
Did you know that 45% of female athletes experience online harassment? But is Angel Reese really facing that? Jason Whitlock doesn't seem to think so, and his reasoning might surprise you. Before we dive in, a quick favor. If you enjoy this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. It costs nothing but makes a huge difference for us. Have you subscribed? Thank you. Now back to the story. Things get even more intense as Jason Whitlock shares his strong opinion. He isn't convinced by Reese's version of events.
Why?
Whitlock points out something many might miss. He challenges Reese's claim that Caitlin Clark's fans were the targets of harassment, and he seems to be the only one asking the tough questions. Is Reese truly the one who's hurt, or is there more to the story?
When it comes to people finding, like, I'm talking about people who've come down to my address,
No.
follow me home. Like, it's come down to that.
Caitlin Clark fans are the reason people are making naked AI pictures of me.
Let's break down Whitlock's reasoning. He argues that there's no evidence Reese is directly blaming Caitlin Clark's fans. Instead, she appears focused on linking every negative incident she experiences back to Clark. Whitlock criticizes this approach as both foolish and misleading, though he tries to present it in a measured way. It gets more interesting when he describes Clark's supporters as ordinary families. As he says, do these people really seem like the type to create inappropriate AI images? It's a fair question. We're not talking about cyber trolls, but passionate basketball fans. If Clark's fans aren't behind this, what's going on? Whitlock proposes a bold theory. Reese might be exaggerating the situation to grab attention.
Post pictures in my bathing suits. No, like, multiple occasions, people have made AI pictures of me, like, naked.
There is something there. There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel Reese.
Whitlock suggests that Reese might be using the victim card to deflect attention from herself and protect her image. Things get even stranger. According to him, some of Reese's fans treat any criticism of her as automatically racist. Whitlock, however, isn't convinced by that logic and urges us to look at the bigger picture. He also raises a provocative point. Reese might not have reached her current level of fame without Clark. It's a bold claim, but think about it. The media has heavily focused on the rivalry between these two players, and much of the recent buzz in women's basketball has revolved around it. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans.
Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese.
Is Reese really pointing fingers? That's Whitlock's perspective. He argues that she's leveraging controversy to stay in the spotlight, effectively keeping herself relevant by constantly tying her narrative to Clark, even if it's in a negative context. But is this strategy backfiring? By repeatedly referencing Clark and blaming her fans, Reese may unintentionally be giving Clark more influence and making her the central figure in the story, rather than focusing on her own achievements. After considering Whitlock's viewpoint, we're encouraged to look beyond the surface drama. It's not just about the AI images. There's a bigger picture to think about regarding the dynamics of this WNBA rivalry.
I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that.
She's using Caitlin Clark, and then she goes, I don't think Caitlin Clark has hatred towards me.
Remember when Reese claimed that she and Clark didn't actually dislike each other? That statement becomes even more interesting once we look closer. Things take a different turn as we dive into Reese's social media presence. The media has amplified the rivalry between Reese and Clark, and Reese herself has acknowledged this attention. Yet she then shifts the blame to Clark's fans for generating negative buzz. Something doesn't quite add up. If we examine Reese's social media, her posts read like a highlight reel of her life, carefully curated to showcase her experiences and achievements.
Oh, they think, oh, I don't like her because her fans are saying this. No, I don't believe in her heart that she has hatred towards me.
It's like everything bad that happens to me is somehow connected to Caitlin Clark.
Whitlock suggests there's more going on beneath the surface. He points out that Reese is bold when she wants to be, sharing everything from photos to videos online. Yet she seems surprised or upset by how others react to her. Whitlock doesn't hold back, arguing that Reese puts herself out there and then expresses shock when people sexualize her. She appears to be balancing two roles, showcasing her image while resenting the attention it draws. He even claims that Reese's nude images are circulating online, an audacious statement, but one that raises a point. Can anyone really be shocked that sharing such content attracts attention?
Her fan base has gone, I'm talking about
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And somehow she's connecting it to being a Caitlin Clark fan.
The tricky question Whitlock raises is whether Reese's claims about Clark's fans are even accurate. While Reese accuses them of sexualizing her, Whitlock sees it differently. He believes she's using the situation to keep the spotlight on herself. Their rivalry has made them inseparable in media discussions, and he argues Reese might not be as famous without Clark. She seems torn between being an ally or an adversary, shifting from denying any animosity to criticizing Clark's supporters almost instantly. But is this strategy backfiring? By constantly mentioning Clark, even negatively, Reese may be inadvertently boosting Clark's popularity while keeping herself in the headlines.
Launches her podcast by taking an immediate shot, in my view, at Caitlin Clark and her fans.
They have sent it to my family members. My family members are like, uncles are sending it to me like,
No!
Are you naked on Instagram?
Fans have to wonder if Reese truly understands the consequences of her actions. She's crafted an online persona, fueled a rivalry with Clark, and now seems frustrated by the attention she herself helped generate. Just when things seemed intense enough, Reese brings up allegations of racism. Whitlock, however, isn't convinced that her claims are genuine. He sees them as a way to deflect criticism. He approaches the situation from a fresh perspective, openly questioning her use of the racism card and expressing skepticism. Whitlock even suggests that invoking racism might be Reese's way of avoiding accountability for her behavior, a serious allegation that adds another layer to the controversy. Whitlock emphasizes that not every negative event in Reese's life is rooted in race. He urges us to consider the bigger picture. Are all criticisms of Reese truly racist, or are some simply valid critiques? In the world of high-profile athletes, controversy draws attention and reactions from fans. That's part of being in the spotlight. The challenge lies in distinguishing between reasonable criticism and genuine racism. Whitlock highlights how discussions around race and athletics are being complicated by this situation, cautioning against labeling every act as racist while missing the truly serious incidents. This controversy raises broader questions about perception, accountability, and how we handle difficult conversations. Basketball has become just the starting point of a much larger conversation. What we're really talking about is how we, as a society, interact with each other and respond to controversial topics. Whitlock's commentary has sparked a significant discussion because he's warning us against using the race card carelessly. His point is simple but crucial. If we rely on claims of racism too frequently or inappropriately, we risk overlooking important details. Overuse of such accusations can desensitize people, just like the story of crying wolf. When it's done too often, attention and credibility are lost. The bigger, more pressing question is whether heated debates about public figures are distracting us from meaningful conversations about racism itself. Whitlock emphasizes that we need to be able to distinguish between overt, undeniable acts of racism and more subtle criticisms or personal grievances. In other words, not every critique or conflict should automatically be interpreted as racist. This situation serves as a mirror, reflecting how we deal with complex, sensitive subjects. Are we capable of separating individual disputes from broader societal issues? Are we willing to have nuanced conversations about race without letting emotions or assumptions cloud the discussion? The true challenge, Whitlock suggests, is our ability to navigate these difficult topics thoughtfully, recognizing when criticism is legitimate, when behavior crosses a line, and when larger societal issues are genuinely at play. It's a test of perspective, judgment, and self-awareness in the age of social media and constant public scrutiny.